In this lecture, we are going to see how to create very simple API in Node.js. And as we all know, API stands for Application Programming Interface. So using this API, we can allow two applications to talk to each other. For example, imagine we are having two computers and entire data is present inside our computer 2. And if computer 1 needs some data, they will be requesting for computer 2, and in return, computer 2 will be sending the data to computer 1. So in this case, API is a service which will allow us to request that data. Now let us start with creating simple API. Here I will be creating one variable. I will give the variable name as server, and I'm just going to require my HTTP module. So inside this, I will be passing node, and I'm just going to require my HTTP module. Directly, if you want, you can give the variable, but I will be giving server. And from this module, I just want to access one method. So directly, I can write here dot, and I will be writing create server. So in this way, directly, I'm just going to access this create server method. Now what we have to do? We have to listen for our server. Below this, what we will do? We will be listening for server. So here, I will write server.listen. Inside this first argument, we will be passing port number, and second is the callback function. Optionally, inside this, I'm just going to display this message. Server is running on port 5000. In this way, I will display the message. But before listening to server, what I just want to listen for my request event, because whenever I need some data, I have to request. So for that, I have to listen for request event. I will be writing server dot on method. Inside this, I will pass the event as request. So here I'm just going to listen for the request. Second, we will be passing callback function. Inside this, we will pass two arguments, request and response. So request is nothing but which will be having all the client information, because we are the client, we will be requesting for data, and using this response, whatever in return, okay, after requesting, whatever data we are going to get, that is nothing but a response. And this response will be sent by server. So in this way, we are going to listen for the event. I will open terminal. I'm just going to run this file. I will write node api.js. Now I am having server is running on port 5000. So inside this, I'm just going to request for the URL. Here I will write if my request dot URL, if it is equal to slash, okay, basically this route we are defining for home page. So as soon as I request this, what I want to send, I will write response dot end. Inside this, I will write this is my home page. As soon as I request this route, this is the response which will be sent by the server. And our server is running on port 5000. But later on, when we start using Express, this will be oversimplified. But this is Node.js course, so we should understand how to listen for different requests. Now I have opened my browser. Inside this, I have passed localhost colon 5000. And what route I have requested? I have requested slash. As soon as I hit enter, you can see I will be having this response back, that is, this is my home page. Now same thing, if you want to define different routes, here I will be writing else if. I will copy this entire thing. I will paste, and after this slash, if I just write about, I will open this curly braces, copy. Here I will be pasting. Inside this, I will pass about page. I will come here. Now this is my home page. After this, I will be giving slash about. As soon as I hit enter, I will have this is my about page. Accordingly, if you want different routes, then you can easily give the routes. But now let me come here. I will be writing abouts and this page is not present. So you can see it will be loading and in return, it will not be sending any response. So what we will do here, we will be writing else. If we are not having any route, whatever routes we have defined, apart from this, if we are hitting any other request, then what we will do, we will write response.end. Inside this, we will write page not found. I'm just going to restart my server. I will come here. Now you can see here I have written about. So that is the reason I will have page not found. This is how this routes will be working. I hope you understood how to define the routes. Now what we will do, inside this HTTP itself, we are going to create one file. I will write store.json and I'm just going to open this website, Fetch Store API. Scroll down. I will click on this product. From here, I will copy this entire data and inside this file, I'm just going to paste. I will format the document. You can see successfully I have pasted this entire data. Now what I want, I just want to read the data and as soon as I hit the route, whatever data I am having inside the file that I want to display in my browser. Okay, here we are reading the file. So here we have to require this fs module. I will write require. Inside this, I will be passing node:fs. In this way, I'm just going to require fs module. Here, I will be defining another route. I will write else if. Inside this, I will pass request.url. If it is equal to slash products, then what I will do, whatever data I am having inside the file, I will be reading the entire content and I'm just going to display on my browser. Now, slowly, let us see how we can perform. Here I will write fs.read file. As of now, I'm going to do asynchronous approach. Inside this, I will just access this directory name. Here I will be writing directory name and inside that directory, I am having store.json slash. Here I will be passing store.json. In whichever file we are having this entire data, that file name we are going to pass. Second, we need to pass encoding. So here I will write UTF-8. Then third argument, we have to pass error callback function. Inside this, first we will have error argument. Then we are going to have the data. And inside this data, whatever data we are having inside store.json, entire data will be present inside this variable. First, I will be checking for error. I will set the status code. If I am having any error, in this way, we are going to set the status code as 404. Then I will be sending the response.end. Inside this, I will pass fail to load the products. Okay, if I am not able to load the product, then I will be sending this. And what I will do, simply, I'm just going to write return. As soon as I am having error, directly I have to return and I should not be proceeding with other lines. Below this, I will be writing response.end. Inside this, I will be passing data. If everything is fine, I have read the file. So whatever data I am having inside this store.json, entire thing I will be sending as response. I'm just going to restart my server. Come here. Inside this, I'm just going to give products. As soon as I hit enter, you can see successfully I'm able to read entire document. Okay, whatever content I am having inside this node.json, entire thing I am able to read. But this is displayed normally. It is not in the form of API. So here we should tell what kind of data we are sending as the response. So above this, I will be writing response.writeHead. Inside this first status code, let us pass 200. If everything is fine, status code will be 200. Inside this, we are going to pass the content type. And what content type we have to pass? We have to pass application JSON. Okay, because we are sending JSON data. You can see we are sending JSON data. So that is the reason we will pass content type to be application/JSON. Save this. Again, I'm just going to restart. Come here, refresh once. Now you can see, now this is our API. If I just check and uncheck, accordingly, my API data will be displayed. So exact same thing, what we have copied, exact same thing we are going to get as the response. Why? Because we have to tell what kind of data we are sending as the response. And we are sending JSON data. So that is the reason whatever response we are having, that will be in the form of API. But now here, if you want to perform some operation, for example, from this API, inside this object, if you just want to access this title, how you can perform? I will just come here. I will be creating one variable. I will give the variable name as products. And inside this, whatever JSON data we are having, for that, we are going to apply this JSON parts method. So now using this, we are converting our JSON data to our object. So now this product is nothing but object. So what we can do, I will just come here. I will be creating one variable title. And from this products, first, I just have to access this first object. You can see this is nothing but array. So I have to access first index. I will be giving 0. And from there, I have to access my title. And then this title I will be passing as response. So whatever title I will be having, that I'm just going to pass as response. Now, as soon as I open, you can see successfully whatever value I'm having inside this title, I'm able to access that entire title. In this way, you can easily perform all the operation. Now here, this entire thing, if I wrap inside object, let's see what happens. I will come here, refresh this. You can see it will not be working because I will be having error. Why? Because inside this, we are telling we are sending JSON data, and inside the response, I am just giving object. So what we have to do? Again, we have to write JSON.stringify. So whatever object we are having, that entire object we are going to convert to JSON. Now here, I'm just going to restart my application. Come here, refresh this. You can see now in JSON format, I will be having this data. So this is how we can create a simple API, and also if we are having any data in other files, accordingly we can access that data. But now inside this code, the problem is whenever we are requesting for the route, each and every time our file will be read. So here asynchronously we are reading the file. Whenever we are hitting the request, each and every time we are reading the file. But we do not want this. Instead, what we want, only once our file should be read, and whenever we are requesting the route, instead of again reading the file, whatever data we are having, from there we have to display the data. So what we will do, above this we will be creating one variable data. Inside this I will write fs.readFileSync. And here above this, we are using synchronous approach. So as soon as our application loads, only once our file will be read. Now you might have question, if we are using synchronous approach, then our code will be blocked. Yes, that is true, but in this case, we will not be having any problem because here we are writing top level code and this will be executed right in the beginning. But if we are doing this, whatever code we are having inside this callback function, each and every time it is going to hit and it will be reading the contents of the file as soon as we hit this request. So instead, what we will do, we will be doing the synchronous approach. Inside this, I will copy this entire thing and here I will be pasting. Okay, we don't have to pass any callback function. Then I will copy this and below this I'm going to paste. In this way, I'm just going to calculate, and also if I just want to find the title, I will copy this title. Below this, I will be performing all the operation, and this entire thing is written in top level code. So only once it will be executed. Remove this, and also I'm just going to remove this entire thing. Okay, if you want to display JSON format, then you can easily give, but here directly I will be passing title. Restart the application, refresh this, you can see again successfully we are able to get the title. Okay, definitely you do not have to worry about this top level code because it will be executed only once. And from here you can remove this entire thing, remove, as well as I will be removing this. Run the application, refresh this, again we are going to get the same result. In this way, if you want to read some content from other file, you can write top level code using synchronous version, and accordingly you can pass the routes. Successfully, we have seen how to create simple API and using Node.js how to pass different routes. But later on, using all this concept, we will be creating one project which will help you to understand this concept even more.